And now we get to my least favorite Star Wars film. Welcome back to ADP Reviews, everyone, and today we're looking at Star Wars Attack of the Clones. The funny thing is, this used to be one of my favorites as a kid. In 2002, when this movie came out, I was reenacting all the scenes with friends, buying the toys. We even got all the kids together in the neighborhood with lightsabers and fought in a big arena-style duel, where I challenged my older brother. I lost, by the way. So what happened? Was I just a youth caught in the glitz and spectacle? Or have I lost sight of something that I loved before? Let's look at the story. 10 years after the Phantom Menace, the galaxy is on the brink of war, as not only are several systems seceding from the Galactic Republic, but Padme Amidala, now a senator instead of the Queen, has become the target of repeated assassination attempts. In an effort to keep her safe, Obi-Wan Kenobi and his Padawan Anakin Skywalker have been brought in to protect her. Anakin Skywalker, though, is struggling to cope with his feelings for Senator Amidala, as he has made a commitment to the Jedi Order that he will not fall in love and form attachments. After thwarting another assassination attempt, they find out it was a bounty hunter who was trying to have Padme killed. So the Jedi Council sends Obi-Wan Kenobi to track down the bounty hunter on the planet Kamino, while Anakin is assigned to escort Senator Amidala to her home on Naboo and keep her safe. All seems to be going well until Anakin, still falling deeper in love with Padme, begins having visions of his mother dying on Tatooine. So he and Padme rush to Anakin's home planet to save her. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan has discovered that the planet Kamino has been cloning an army of soldiers for the Republic using the DNA of a bounty hunter named Jango Fett. The army, he discovers, was commissioned in secret behind the back of the Jedi and the Republic by a Jedi Master named Sifo Dyas. What is the meaning behind this army of clones? Will Anakin and Padme go against their paths and fall in love with one another? And who is the mastermind behind these assassination attempts? Like I said, I really remember liking this movie as a kid. So what did I enjoy? Let's look at the good stuff. The environments are great. True, they're mostly CGI, but the designs are so creative. One of my favorite parts of the movie is the chase scene in the first act as they speed through the skyscrapers on Coruscant. It looks great. It's also nice seeing Naboo again. It's a really gorgeous planet and visually appealing. Second, a lot of the action is pretty cool, especially Obi-Wan's fight with Jango Fett. If this were any normal schlub, Obi-Wan would take him down easily, but Jango is able to hold his own through very resourceful means. And the spaceship battle between Jango Fett and Obi-Wan is definitely a highlight of the film. I also think the sound design is great once again. A lot of the sound effects just really sound alien and creative, like the roar of the arena creatures, the Geonosian gun blasts, and of course, my favorite sound effect in all of Star Wars. God, I love that. Anakin also has a great scene when he discovers what happened to his mother. I won't spoil it, but let's just say we definitely see early signs of Vader here. I also love the music. The breakout pieces of this film are the love theme Across the Stars and Jango's Escape, but the entire soundtrack is also very nice. It's John Williams, how could it not be? Ewan McGregor is also great, returning as Obi-Wan. You can tell his character has significantly matured since we saw him last, and his quips in this film still make me laugh. In fact, I actually find myself enjoying a lot of the comedic moments in this film, especially with C-3PO. But by far, the best thing about this movie is veteran actor Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. Dooku is my favorite character in this movie, simply because he is played by such a venerated actor. Dooku is unlike any Sith we've seen before. He's polite, he's proper, and he carries with him a gentlemanly swagger that only Dracula could provide. So why is this my least favorite Star Wars movie? Well, after a couple of rewatchings, I noticed some big issues. For one thing, the acting. While McGregor and Lee do well in their roles, the rest of the actors are hit or miss. And mostly, they're misses. Especially Hayden Christensen as Anakin. Every line from this guy is either a monotone whisper, a tired, pouty whine, or a bland growl. To his credit, he pulls off some scenes well, but this is not a very good performance altogether. Also, the action, while fun, can be kind of jumbled. The Geonosis Arena duel used to be one of my favorite scenes, but then I realized just how much of a mess it is when you really analyze it. You look at some of the actors playing the Jedi extras and you know these people were told to just flail around and they'd make it look good. Half the time they aren't even swinging at anything or blocking a blaster bolt, they're just flailing at absolutely nothing. Also, seeing Yoda's fight with Dooku is both awesome and kind of stupid. It's really cool seeing Yoda do this stuff, but at the same time, because Christopher Lee's stunt double has no one there to physically react with in the duel, it ends up looking like a rave dance more than a fight. There's no weight to it, no sense of danger or risk, it's just a mess. The CGI is also a big issue in this one because unlike The Phantom Menace, where you could still tell a decent amount of practical effects were used, here it's all mostly CGI, especially when it doesn't need to be. A big moment is when Obi-Wan goes to meet his friend Dex at his diner. Dex is completely CGI, and seeing Ewan McGregor hug what you know is a lifeless sack of air when they could have easily done this with makeup and prosthetics just takes you out of the film. The love scenes are also extremely awkward. Now in the beginning it works. Love can be very awkward when you first start out. But when we're supposed to believe that love is actually taking root, and we get lines like, "I'm haunted by the kiss you should never have given me," it comes off as stilted and lazy. Which brings me to my biggest problem with this film, the dialogue. A lot of people say the story is the weakest aspect of Attack of the Clones, but I actually find the story to be fairly engaging. At least with Obi-Wan's story. It's an interesting mystery and it's cool to see Obi-Wan playing detective. My biggest issue is the fact that this film has hands down the worst dialogue in any Star Wars film. When it's bad, it's really bad. It never feels natural. Say what you will about Rose from The Last Jedi, she had like 2 bad lines. I lost count with this freaking movie. "I don't like sand, it's Obi-Wan's fault. I don't think she liked me watching her." Which, by the way, that is a huge creeper line. Why did they put that in? These are just some of the standout bad lines. This film is full of them, especially in the love scenes. And like I said, the love scenes are awkward enough. So when the dialogue can't keep you engaged, you realize just how much this movie can drag. So yeah, it's safe to say I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I don't hate it, there's definitely some good stuff in it, and I still watch it from time to time, but it's by far the weakest Star Wars film for me. I give Star Wars Attack of the Clones 2 stars out of 5. It's not the worst thing you could watch, but it is definitely the worst Star Wars film. Maybe if they had a better script going for it, it could have worked, but honestly, it just doesn't do much for me the more I watch it. But what do you guys think? Did you like the movie? Did you not like the movie? Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember to share this video on social media. Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for more of the Star Wars Review Marathon here on ADP Reviews.